Hey guys, Kevin Muldoon here. What I've got here is the Foldable Keyboard Pro from Moco. This should have been an unboxing, but as you can see, everything has been taken out of the box. And the reason is simple. Because it's Sunday, because I'm dying with hay fever, the man above decided to mess up my camera as well. The battery was working, but for some reason, recording stopped in the middle of it. So unfortunately, I can't show you the unboxing that I did before. So what I'm going to do is just quickly show you what was in the box. We have the box itself, we have the sleeve, which I'll show you in a minute. We have the device itself, which is cellophane wrapper, as you would expect. And we have a manual, and we have a USB cable, which is actually quite long. I think it's about 3 feet at least. What I'll just quickly do is just show you what I showed you originally in my unboxing video. This retails for £22.99 in the UK, $28.99 in the USA. Now, as you can see, it's a tri-folding keyboard. It has Bluetooth 3.0. This will work with any iOS device, any Android device, and any Windows device. This can work with your desktop computer or your laptop as well. It's really easy to use, and that was the one benefit of the camera messing up, was that I've been able to play with it for the last 30 minutes and get used to how it works. So it's got a lithium ion battery, 210 milliamps. That gives you 80 hours of uninterrupted work and 90 days in standby mode. It weighs only 284 grams. Now the dimensions here show you, I'll just zoom in. Can you see those dimensions there? So I'll put the dimensions, I won't bore you with them in the video. I'll put the dimensions down in the description here of the YouTube video in inches and in millimeters, but you should be able to see that in millimeters there. If I can get it focused. I think the best way to compare it though is to show you what it looks like next to something. You can see there is the keyboard, it's flat in the back, and there is my Nexus 6P with a 5.7 inch screen. I apologise, I'm really, my head's up my bum today. And this is the same size as an iPhone 6 Plus and iPhone 6s Plus, so you can kind of get an idea of the size of the thing. It's pretty portable, and you know, you could easily put this in a little camera bag or a day sack, but you wouldn't put it in your back pocket, that's for sure. You can see it's a little bit thicker there. So yeah, so it comes with, what else does it come with? Let me see what else it says. It rechargeable live polymer battery, 80 hours. It has magnetic switches and auto sleep and wake feature. Okay, I have all the boring stuff out of the way. I'll just quickly show you the device, and I'll tell you how I've found it so far. It works really well. That's what I found so far. I've been testing it out, and you can see it folds up like that. How it works is, when you open it up, it automatically powers on. When you close it, it automatically closes down. So when you power it up, see that blue light? That's what you'll see when you first put it on. Now, it's not doing that now because it's actually connected to my phone. But when I first turned it on, the blue light was flashing. It kept flashing, and that was trying to connect to my phone. Now, initially, it wouldn't connect to my phone because I didn't refresh the list, but as soon as I did, there was a listing for, if you see here, dual mode keyboard. As soon as I saw that, then it connected. Now, I was under the assumption that this would be a small keyboard, but if I can try and drag my Mac keyboard in here, I'll zoom out a little bit. Right, so this is the extended iMac keyboard. This is the one with the number pad. I prefer the larger one. It's wired, but I used to have I think I've still got it somewhere, the portable one that kind of stops there, and the rechargeable one. The battery life on it was terrible, that's why I stopped using it. But you can see here is exactly the same size. So that's my backwards way of saying that this is a full-size keyboard. It's got those responsive keys that come out, and it feels great. It feels really, really good. So what I'm going to do is just quickly show you how it works. So here I've got the WordPress app. You can see it here. This is for my Android phone. I'll put it there. I'll jump behind the keyboard and you should be able to see me. Kevin Muldoon. Muldub, that's not my name. It feels fantastic. A review of the Foldable Keyboard Pro. That's how easy. And to show you I wasn't messing up my words, I'll get you can see that it worked perfectly, no misspellings. It works great. Basically what it's got all these function keys at the top, right? And you'll see here as well, it's got Android, Windows, iOS. The function keys work differently depending on the device that is connected. And if you check your manual, it's got a list of what they all do. The ones on iOS and Android tend to be pretty much exactly the same. The only difference I can see actually is for the keyboard display. It works on iOS but it doesn't work on Android. Apart from that, they're identical. On Windows it's different because, like for example, this is a home key, but as you can see it's an escape key. So when you use it on your Windows computer, it's just F1, F2, F3, just as you would. So if you connect this to a Windows laptop, it's just going to work like a normal keyboard. There's no, there's nothing here that's going to override. F7 isn't going to be, what is it here? F7 is cut. That's not going to happen if you're connected to a Windows laptop. But that's good. That's what you want. You want these short keys when you're connected to a mobile device. You don't need them when you're connected to a Windows computer, because you're going to have a mouse connected to it. So far I've been really impressed with it. It's early days, obviously. I think you really have to use something like this for a month or so to get used to it, but so far I'm very happy with this. Very happy. The only thing I found is you probably noticed as soon as you open it, you saw the lights coming on there. What you can do is hold function and you push Alt and it puts the backlit keyboard on. Push it again and it's a little bit brighter. Push it again and it goes off. If you leave the keyboard for a minute, the backlit keyboard goes off to save energy, and I really like that. I really like the fact that it does that. And I think if you leave the keyboard, there it's there. If you just leave the keyboard alone, don't use it, after 30 minutes it'll just completely switch off and you'll need to close it and open it back up again. The one thing I've found is that you can see here up here, I'll show you up here actually, this caps lock light. Now I'm not sure if it's just the model I have or if it's on all the models. Now caps lock works, I'll just say that when I'm typing, caps lock will work, and in fact I'll show you that. So what I do, I'll start typing lowercase, switch caps lock. So you should be able to see that when I switch caps lock, switch to capital letters. But what you may have noticed as well is that caps lock light is always on. Now it shouldn't be like that. It should get on and off when you've got the caps lock on, but that's not what happens. The caps lock light is just always on, so it's kind of pointless. Again, I'm not sure if it's in this model, but I suspect it's in all the models. But this is something that's really isn't a thing for me, because the first thing you do is when you're typing, it's in caps lock, and you switch it off. I never really check the light anyway, so for me that's not an issue, but it is something worth noting. Lots of other shortcuts and all that as well, but I won't bore you with the details. The manual's quite good. It's all in English and explains everything. You can see at the top here you have the charging port, and it just goes in like that. And the good thing is you can see that you can actually use it whilst it's charging, so that's quite good. So if, for example, consider the situation, one of the things I was going to use this for is when I'm on a plane or a train, sometimes what I do is I'll bring up this WordPress app and I'll just start writing a draft post, to write down all the notes that I have and all the ideas in my head, and I'll put it into a draft post, and I'll do that all through this little keyboard, which is an absolute pain in the bum, but what it means is I can kind of be semi-productive whilst I'm on a plane. With this, I can open up, bring the tray down, and I can start typing away. Full-size keyboard, so I'm really happy about that. Now, what happens if the battery's going to run out? Well, what I could do is I can bring on this and I can start charging. Like, power light goes on. So it's quite flexible in that regard. You don't have to plug this in. You can take your your charger with a small power charger or a larger power brick like this, and you can start charging it. Now, as far as charging goes, there's a note here I wanted to tell you about. Yeah, now here, so the indicator lights, the green light turns on for 10 seconds when you switch it on. The red light when it's charging, which is what it's doing there. The red light will turn on when it's time to charge. So as soon as it's time to charge, this red light will come on, telling you that you need to start plugging it in. Battery capacity indicator, you press function, and what is this? This is a little battery thing. Green light is blinking, and it represents 25% battery. Every brink, oh right, okay, that's what it means. So that's actually really useful. I didn't know that, I'm reading this live. But what it says is, if you push function and this alt key here, right, I'll try and zoom in here, you can see it a little bit better. Now you see this alt key, it's got a little battery indicator. So every blink of that represents 25% of the battery. So it's going to tell you to the closest 25% whether you've got 25%, 50, 75 or 100. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that basically means it's full by the sounds of it. So this is just out the box, so it sounds like this is fully charged. So yeah, that's the review of the Moco Foldable Keyboard Pro. It works with Android, iOS, Windows. It's available for £22.99 on Amazon UK and $28.99 on Amazon USA. Obviously these prices are changing, but you know, a lot of people don't tell you the prices of these items because prices do change, but I like to give a kind of general indication of what prices are, and it's also useful if later on you see that this is cheaper, you know whether you're getting a bargain or not. It's available from BSC Store EU, and thanks to them because they did send me this item for me to review. So far I think this is amazing, really great little device, really portable. It's something that I think what I'll do is I'll put in my bag. Only thing I've found so far is the problem with the caps lock. It's not a problem for me, but I just love how quick this thing works. You open it up and it's on, and you can start typing away. This can be great if you've got a tablet or a smartphone and you need to do some typing. And you know, if you're going to do anything more than, you know, beyond a WhatsApp message or a text message or anything like that, and you want to do a little bit of work, whether it be office work, emails or anything like that, you're really going to love this. It's very cheap to buy, and 80 hours of battery life and 90 days standby time is pretty good. And the fact that you know, this USB cable, you can charge this anywhere you are, so you're not going to have an issue with charging this. Thanks for watching, guys. If you get any questions about this, please do ask them in the comment area below. And as always, if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider liking. I told you. This hay fever's killing me. So yeah, please do like or share or subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below if you are unsure about anything about this device. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, take care.